But, I have this discussion sometimes with my wife, with her kids. You can't ask your kids to be something they're not. All 6 kids, they're all different. Like, I'm not going to ask my impatient kid to be patient, my kind of loner to be a social animal, my social animal to sit home by herself. Like, I'm not going to ask. You have to watch your kids. They're human beings, not human doings. What do they do? What are they comfortable with? Put them in areas to hopefully succeed. So I don't love Westbrook as a player. He's too rigid for me. He lives in a tunnel. But when the Lakers went and got Westbrook, they had 13 years of evidence of what he was. And I said, Joy is my witness, this is an old roster. You can't trust AD's health. LeBron, now I can't trust his health. You're going to get minutes, hustle, production. That's what he is. We have 13 years of evidence. Okay, you're not getting a refined shooter. You're not getting somebody who's willing to be flexible with his game. It's not who the dude is. So as critical as I am of Westbrook, I read a story this morning where the Lakers are fielding offers for Westbrook. Okay, so here's what he has given you this year. He has played every night. He is top 10 in the NBA in minutes. He is giving you 28 and 8. His career average is 23, 8.5, and 8. And the only reason he's scoring less, because he's shooting less. So at this point, with 13 years of evidence, you're asking Westbrook to be something he's simply not. If you want to be disappointed with somebody, be disappointed with AD, because you were sold a bill of goods. He'll be available. It's the Pelicans. He's never available. He is a dominant interior force. He doesn't want to play the 5. He is a hard worker. Not really. He is a 1. There's no leadership at all with AD. I mean, that's not what he is. He's talented. But what you thought you were getting with AD, you've not gotten. I mean, Charles Barkley calls him street clothes. He's never available. And I'm not blaming him for his injuries. It's his reality. But everybody when AD came to L.A. was going, wow, he's finally got rid of the Pelicans. Pelicans that ruined this guy. Well, not really. This is what he is. And it's kind of getting worse. He's available less. Westbrook's the opposite. You know he was rigid. You know he hustles. You know he plays hard. You know he can't shoot. He is absolutely, completely on brand in Los Angeles. Drives me nuts. I sold my Westbrook stock years ago. He lives in a tunnel. But you had 13 years. He didn't do a resume and put fake people on it. His resume was like, here's what I am. And he's been exactly that. Dude plays hard. He plays every night. He plays with great passion. He lacks some self-awareness. He plays in a tunnel. I don't want him shooting. Westbrook's giving me 36 minutes a night. And if you look at this roster, there was a game a couple of days ago. It was so funny. I didn't watch it. I went to the box score. And I was hanging out with family watching football. But there was a Laker game over the weekend. They lost, of course. And I looked at the box score, and 2 people scored. LeBron and Westbrook. Everybody else had 6 points. And I'm like, that's why you brought him in here. Because you knew AD's never healthy, and LeBron's getting older. We have to be honest. LeBron's going to miss 15 games. A groin, a knee, an ankle, whatevs. He's older. But it's very interesting on this. If you want to blame anybody, blame the Laker front office. Don't blame Westbrook.